Are we going to see a massive mortgage rate price war going into 2024? Well, recently news has broken that gross mortgage lending in 2023 was down 28% on the previous year, 2022. This is something I'm sure a lot of mortgage lenders would not have predicted, and so many of them might very well be falling short of their targets that they were aiming to hit in terms of gross lending getting out the door this year. So going into 2024, what are mortgage lenders' plans? How are they going to make up this difference? Well, one of the big things that could happen is... Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel, and shall I say Merry Christmas? Probably should have said that at the beginning of the video, shouldn't I? But today we're going to be talking about my predictions for mortgage rates going into 2024. But before we do, if you could send me a little bit of festive cheer by subscribing to the channel, that would be very much appreciated. I am on a mission to try and get to 5,000 subscribers, and you hitting that subscribe button will massively help. Also hit the notification bell to be alerted for future videos as they come up, and also if you could give this video a little like, I would be very grateful. So let's get back to the video. So as I mentioned before, we were hit by the news that mortgage lending, gross lending, was down 28% from 2023 to 2022. What this basically means is the entire amount of loans that went out from mortgage lenders in 2023 was 28% less than in 2022. Basically, that means that a lot of lenders probably have missed the target for lending that they set themselves at the beginning of the year. Lenders will have a certain amount of money that they have available to lend out. Some of them are actually paying to have that money. They're borrowing it from somebody else. And so they have targets of how much they want to be getting that out and how much they want to earn over the course of each calendar year. I would hazard a guess that many have not hit their target this year. So what could that mean going into 2024? Well, if any business doesn't hit their target in one year, what does that mean for the following year? Well, usually it means they try and up their target, or at least trying to hit the same target that they set themselves the previous year to try and sort of make up the margins that potentially they've lost. Now, if we add into the fact that historically, in a general election year, of which 2024 is, mortgage lending usually is down anyway. So if we think about, we've got 1 year where mortgage lending has been down already, we've got another year where we're predicting mortgage lending to be down again. Lots of lenders out there are going to be really pushing to try and get as much money out the door as they possibly can in a smaller market. Now, there are lots of mechanisms in which lenders can get money out the door better. They can improve their criteria, but to be perfectly honest with you, most of them are going to be doing it by competing on rate, because of course that's the headline that most people see when they're taking out a mortgage. We're actually already seeing at the back end of this year that mortgage lenders are starting to reduce their rates. We had that news that LendInvest released the first sub 4% buy-to-let rate for the first time in a long time, and other lenders have started to follow suit as well. We actually recommended a 3.65% mortgage to a buy-to-let client in the last week or so, albeit that was at 60% loan to value. But even so, you can see that lending is starting to get a little bit cheaper, and I think this is because some lenders are desperate to try and get money out the door before the end of the year. Now, I haven't got a crystal ball, so I can't, see exactly what's going to happen in the future, but logic would suggest that this trend should probably continue going into 2024. Lenders are going to be concerned with what's going to happen over the course of the next year, and so might be trying to get out of the gates quickly so that they can get ahead of the game, ahead of their target. So if the market doesn't improve over the course of 2024, they're at least on target to achieve what they want to achieve. As a result, I really wouldn't be surprised if more and more buy-to-let mortgage lenders were releasing rates that were sub 4%. Many people are very confused over the fact that the base rate is still at 5.25%, and much of the information coming out of the Bank of England at the moment is suggesting that is not going to be changing anytime soon. Even though we have seen a reduction in inflation, the Bank of England are still holding firm that keeping the base rate at 5.25% for the foreseeable future is going to keep driving that down to their 2% target that they want to try to achieve. And coupled with this, we've also seen that there has actually been a big increase in the average wage in the UK, which traditionally is something that will also keep inflation going up. So until we start seeing a decline in that curve, I don't think we're going to see too much of a decrease in the Bank of England base rate. So I think this competition for business is really what we're going to be hoping for in 2024 that can drive down the cost of a mortgage. But let me know what you think. Do you think mortgage rates are going to start coming down in 2024? Do you think they're going to be sub 4% on average by the end of 2024. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy this video, then YouTube is actually working its algorithm at the moment to get ready to recommend you another one of my videos. So stick around. You're going to see it up here in a few minutes time. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a great Christmas, and I'll see you on the next one.